from Spectrum News, who we love and respect, we covered this a little bit on Wednesday, that for the first time, the Lancet Commission is asking for and recommending, there's a set of suggestions that have come from them, and one of which has gotten a lot of information, or a lot of people talking about it. Attention is the word that I'm looking at. A lot of attention is this commission asking for a new designation for autism, that would be that would describe a group of people who are greatly affected by autism. The wording for it, I don't know whether, like, it seems like some people are taking issue with this, and we've talked about this a little bit. In fact, we talked about it with Temple Grandin the last time she was on the show, and she was saying, of course, it's important to have a designation so that we don't leave these folks behind. We're talking about people who have, and the designation that they're saying is profound autism.
Profound.
Profound is the word. Hoping to not stigmatize that word, but you know how this goes. But people who are going to need 24 hours support, and they're not going to need it for just a year. They might need it for their lifetime. We talked about this with Dr. Granpeesheh on Wednesday, Nancy, that this is a real heartbreak, that for some of these folks, there aren't services available, that because of current insurance rules, insurance is, if you think about it, it makes a certain amount of sense. Insurance is saying, we're not going to pay a provider to do services when the need is profound. This individual needs to be hospitalized until they are stable. The problem with that is that, first of all, sometimes parents don't want to choose that severe of a method to put their children in a hospital. And second, there are no hospital settings that are readily available today.
Right.
There's like a 2-year waiting list for most reputable hospitals that can deal with that level of autism, because the need is so great. So what ends up happening is the insurance company says, we're not going to pay the ABA provider to come in and do an intervention. And they say to the parent, you got to get in a hospital, and they can't for 2 years. So where does that leave the parent? Nowhereville. Where does that leave the individual? Nowhereville. And we're seeing, tragedies happen as a result of that. So
there also is a problem with finding long-term residential care for these
individuals. Yes. Once they're stabilized, yes. Right. Being able to live someplace where, because when you think about what it takes to give someone 24-hour care, there can be no expectation that one person, especially an aging parent, can do that. Not even 2 aging parents with 3, midlife siblings can do that.
Yeah, I know of a case with a friend of ours, a friend of the show and of Act Today, that she had to put her child in hospitalization for like 2 years because they couldn't find a suitable placement for him.
Yeah, this is a big problem, and coming up with a designation for profound autism is just one aspect of what needs to happen in this area, but at least it would acknowledge and give us all a way to talk about it, and the medical profession a way to talk about it, because hopefully more services would come. There are people arguing on the other side that they think that it could harm existing services for people that are there. I understand that argument, but I think that bright minds can word this in a way that it won't. Will they? We'll have to be diligent and stay on them to make sure that doesn't happen. But, we wanted to make sure that we talked about it here and talked about it with you, Nancy. Thanks for watching Autism Live. If you found anything helpful in this video, please give us a like. In fact, make sure that you smash that subscribe button on YouTube and give us a like on Facebook. You can also follow us on Twitter and Instagram for important updates. And please download our free podcast wherever you get your podcasts. See you next time. Until then, give your kiddos a hug from me and one for you too. Bye-bye for now.
To subscribe, click here. And if you'd like to check out some more of our videos, click here.